Father. He was telling everybody about God's love, about God's 10 Commandments, about how he would come to rescue everybody. And so he was telling everybody about how much he loved them. Well, some moms and dads decided they wanted to come and bring their little babies and little preschoolers like your age to come and see him, because the moms and dads knew that Jesus could put his hand on them and he could bless them. And back in the Jewish culture, the moms and dads would lay their hands on their children and bless them. And they knew that their children would be blessed by Jesus. And so they brought all their kids to him. The mommies brought their babies to him because they wanted Jesus to put his hand on them and bless them. Well, Jesus' apostles decided that Jesus was too busy. He said Jesus is too busy. And so the disciples decided to rebuke the moms and dads. And rebuke means they got angry with them and they were mean to them. And they said, moms and dads, Jesus is too busy for people like your little kids. He doesn't have time for little children. Go and send them away. Oh, I know. It was so mean. They were thinking, the disciples were thinking that they were protecting Jesus from wasting his time. Well, the moms and dads, sadly, they started to walk away. Well, I know, it was sad. They were sad because they wanted their children to be blessed by Jesus. Well, Jesus was not happy. Jesus was not happy when he heard his disciples get mad at the moms and dads. And Jesus stood up and he told his disciples, do not send them away. Don't ever send the little children away from me. He said, let the little children come to me. And so the little children all came up, and the mommies, one by one, brought Jesus. And Jesus took every single child into his arms, and he spent that day blessing them one by one. And it says he laid hands on them and he blessed them. But it said in the Bible that he laid hands and blessed them fervently. That means one by one he came and he spoke a special blessing and a special prayer over every baby and every child that day. Because he wanted to show the disciples that he was going to never be too busy for little children. And so he told the disciples this lesson. He said, heaven is made up of little children like these, like you. That's what heaven is made up of. Heaven is made up of little children like you. He said, people that come to him with a pure heart. See, because you guys believe in God. You believe in Jesus. You want to be near to Jesus. You come to him in humility. You come to him believing and trusting. And he told the big people, if you want to go to heaven, you have to come as a little child. You aren't going to come in all your smarts and all the things you've worked for and all the things you've done. That's not going to get you into heaven. He goes, you need to come as a little baby, as a little innocent, trusting. He goes, because heaven is made up of people like them. And so the disciples learned something very important that day. They learned that heaven, in order to go to heaven, they were going to have to come as a little child, trusting and believing that Jesus had power to bless them. And so all the little children got blessed that day by Jesus.